Thanks so much, Mr. Elijah Mhlanga. Let me also acknowledge the chairperson of our G20 meetings, MEC Kidiboni Diale-Tlabela. That's the MEC that is responsible for roads and transport in our province. I want to acknowledge on my immediate right the MEC responsible for agriculture and rural development in our province, MEC Ramokgopa, as well as the MEC responsible for eGov in our province, MEC Dlamini. Let me also acknowledge the executive mayors that are here. Majority of our metro mayors are in Brazil. There is a C40 meeting in Brazil where our executive mayors are joining other global mayors in a session to plan and strategize about the development of local authorities. I want to acknowledge our DG and the HODs that are here, municipal managers that are here, as well as members of the mayoral committees that are representing various municipalities. I also want to acknowledge the representative of the Office of the President, which has always been with us in all our meetings. Thank you so much, as well as other government, national government departments that are here, and the agencies of government from Eskom, Sanral, City Power, and other agencies that have been part of our meetings. I want to acknowledge the presence of the taxi industry. I also want to acknowledge the presence of labor, that is unions, that are also part of our discussions, and they've also contributed in the development of the plan that we'll share with you on how far we are to be ready. Allow me to acknowledge various stakeholders that have interacted with us, from the traditional leadership, business, organs of civil society, civic movements, that were also part and continue to be part of our discussions as we get ready. Let me acknowledge members of the media. Ladies and gentlemen, we come to you today to boldly declare that Gauteng is ready to host the G20 Leaders Summit from the 22nd to the 23rd of November 2025. Since the announcement that Gauteng is going to host this event, we brought together national government, we brought together provincial governments, departments, local government, and state agencies, together with crucial sectors, the taxi industry, business, as well as those that are in tourism, to resume this important process of preparing Gauteng to host the G20. We are proud that to date, as part of the preliminary work, we've managed to host 8 working committee meetings, 4 ministerial meetings, and 2 summits that we used as a test to determine our readiness to host such a big event. The Gauteng provincial government can now formally declare its readiness to host this prestigious G20 Leaders Summit that is going to be held here in Nasrec Expo Center. This milestone follows months of intensive and coordinated work between the provincial government, the national government, and all municipalities. A collaboration that has not yet ensured summit readiness, but has also created a powerful new template for accelerated integrated service delivery that will benefit all Gauteng residents long after the summit concludes. We've resolved that even beyond the summit, the Tuesday meetings that we hold every week to prepare will continue even beyond the G20 so that we can convert them into service delivery meetings, not only to beautify our province, but to ensure that municipalities accelerate service delivery to their residents. The thorough preparations for the G20 Leaders Summit went beyond just the event itself, but it has also assisted us to boost and speed up what we pronounced as G13 problems of our province, so that we can resolve them as quickly as possible, as mentioned in the February State of the Province address. The work in preparation for the summit has been anchored and properly aligned to the provincial government's core domestic agenda to improve the economy of our province, make our province safe. Gauteng, as the economic hub of the Southern Africa and a proven stage for global events, from the 2002 Earth Summit to the 2018 BRICS Summit, is indeed honored to welcome the world once again for the G20 Summit this November 2025. This landmark moment will place our province in the global spotlight, accelerate our growth trajectory, and see Johannesburg adding its name and joining the prestigious list of G20 host cities such as Riyadh, Hangzhou, St. Petersburg, Seoul, Pittsburgh, London, and now Washington, D.C., as we hand it over to them. You will all recall it was 12 months ago, in a landmark decision, Johannesburg was designated as the host city for the 2025 G20 Leaders Summit, the first such event on an African soil. Our city, Johannesburg, edged out competitors like Cape Town and eThekwini to be chosen as the single city to host this important event. The announcement aligned with South Africa's assumption of the G20 presidency on the 1st of December 2024, allowed President Cyril Ramaphosa to start the process to highlight what we believe that is not hosting the event for our country, but hosting the event on behalf of the continent. In his State of the Nation address, the President addressed inclusive economy, debt sustainability, climate finance, food security, and artificial intelligence governance as the cornerstone and matters that will need to advance as we host this summit. The Gauteng provincial government swiftly embraced the hosting role, viewing it as an economic catalyst expected to generate millions in visitor spending, job creation, and long-term tourism benefits. However, early challenges emerged, prompting the President to visit our province and to register his displeasure about the state of our city and the urgent need for us to improve things in the CBD of Johannesburg and by extension in our province. Since then, the President appointed a committee that has assisted us a lot to accelerate and improve our province. You will recall the President raised deep concerns over the province deteriorating infrastructure, citing persistent issues like water shortages, potholes, burst pipe, non-functional traffic lights, power cuts, uncollected waste, sewer spills, which he deemed unacceptable ahead of this global event. Today, we are proud to report back to the President that we've resolved all these matters. Today, we are proud to report to all South Africans that we are ready to host this event without all those issues that the President have raised, and will take our citizens in confidence in explaining the work that we've done in the last 4 months. It has been a difficult moment. We had to pull other municipalities that were not ready. We have to reprioritize our budget to focus on this mandate. We have to bring other agencies alone so that all of us can have an integrated approach to resolve the challenges faced by our citizens. And today, we are proud that all municipalities look clean. We are proud that all major centers are now ready for tourists and visitors in our province. We are also proud that the investment that we've made in road infrastructure, repairing street lights and traffic lights, fixing potholes, ensuring the guardrails are there, it's not only meant for the G20, but it will benefit our people beyond G20. The law enforcement agencies have never been activated the way they've been activated in the last 3 months. We planned together, executed our plans together, but most importantly, put all the resources that we needed, not only to protect visitors, but also to protect South Africans. So the report we're giving today highlights the significance that has been made, demonstrating our ability to adopt collaborative and agile governance and focus on solution-oriented and results-driven partnerships. Our preparedness is a direct result of an unprecedented collaborative efforts. A dedicated team, including all the MECs, all the executive mayors, MMCs, and CEOs of agencies, have met weekly to set up targets and conducted weekly progress, tracking on-site inspections, and visiting strategic areas that we felt are very important. This team of ministers, MECs, and mayors visited all our port of entries of Gauteng. We visited all the airports. We visited areas that we felt were strategic in terms of safety, in terms of development, but most importantly, in ensuring that tourists will benefit out of the work that we are going to do to host them. So this spirit of cooperation between province and our municipalities has been exceptional, and this partnership has moved beyond planning into decisive action, delivering tangible improvement across the province. We intend, as I said, to keep this mode of collaboration and adopt it as a blueprint that we'll use indefinitely to build a better province for everyone. Let me summarize it. We planned together. We strategized together. We pooled our resources together. We implemented a better Gauteng together. We are proud of the feedback that we've been receiving. Obviously, disappointed that majority of business and our citizens believe this improvement is only meant for G20 and it will collapse immediately after G20. We want to assure our citizens, we want to assure business, we want to assure organized labor and the taxi industry that this commitment of collaboration, of working together, will go beyond the G20. As we intend to bid for more international events, especially within the sporting world, as well as the entertainment sector. To date, we have hosted lots of sporting activities and international events, and we are looking forward to host the World Leaf Golf in March 2025, as well as the Cricket World Cup and many tournaments that are going to be hosted in our province. So we dare not drop the ball, but we need to continue to work collaboratively to ensure that our city remains clean and we can be in a position to attract investment. So I want to give feedback on the following areas: infrastructure, roads and transport, water security, energy plan, public spaces, disaster management, and safety and security. Let's start with infrastructure. Significant infrastructure upgrades designed to be permanent are now nearly complete. Our comprehensive program is focused on delivering a seamless and positive experience for all delegates and residents alike. In terms of roads and transport, we can proudly declare that majority of the potholes that were seen before are substantially filled, with ongoing work on road markings, signage, guardrails, and all other road-related improvements being finalized. We've established a dedicated, integrated traffic management plan involving all Metropolis units and traffic services. All this is meant to ensure that we don't have long traffic jams or create traffic blockages en route to the summit or strategic areas within our province. The Transport Department has actively engaged the regional taxi leadership on public transport issues, including informal taxi ranking. And these efforts include communicating planned road closures to the industry through though final diversion roads are pending as we are still finalizing our road closure plans. But what we can declare is that we have mapped the roads, and we also want to apologize to South Africans that during our drill and testing formats, we closed major roads at once, and this created problems. We have learned out of this experience, and we have improved our communication so that road closures are communicated ahead of time. But what we can declare is that our major roads are ready. The potholes in our major roads have been filled. The street lights are back, and street traffic signals are also functional, even though we continue to struggle with vandalism and those that derive pleasure in destroying our cables. We've got a monitoring team that alerts us when there is a pothole. We also have a monitoring team that is monitoring the street lights and the traffic lights. And there is an engine room that is assigned to fix this as soon as they are reported. In terms of water, Johannesburg Water has given us an assurance regarding the security of cities' water supply throughout the G20 summit. This confidence is grounded in Rand Water's confirmation of an uninterrupted bulk supply for the entire period, bolstered by our comprehensive operations plan. We are of the strong view that water will flow during and beyond the summit. We are quite aware there are areas that are without water as we speak, and these are the areas that we are prioritizing so that they can get access to water before the summit resumes. We have proactively deployed dedicated maintenance team along all key corridors. We have activated robust contingencies, including battery backups and a 24-hour site security, so that all water reservoirs are protected. As we feel, there are syndicates that sometimes target these reservoirs or target water infrastructure of embarrassing government or sending a message that we are not ready for the G20. While we are mindful of potential community-related risks, our command center is fully operational with clear escalation protocols so that we can attend to the problem immediately. In terms of electricity, a comprehensive and resilient energy plan is now in place to secure an uninterrupted power supply for the upcoming G20 Leaders Summit, but also for the overall energy supply to residents and business in our province. All primary electrification for key avenues and corridors is now complete, with final minor work scheduled for timely conclusion in the next few weeks. Our energy robust plan includes multiple layers of security, high-mast solar lighting, and the protection of cables so that we can be in a position to enhance safety and emergency response. We've installed emergency generators that in case of power failure, these generators can come to our rescue. We have monitored the energy power at OR Tambo International Airport, the ICC, and key hotels, so that during the summit and beyond, we don't have energy challenges that can disrupt in our province. This integrated effort, a collaboration between our Department of COGTA and DID, not only ensures energy stability, but also incorporates beautification and safety measures. Supported by Eskom, we'll continue to monitor the energy supply in our province. Furthermore, the lessons in energy resilience from these events are being captured to strengthen the provincial energy plan, aligning with the 7th administration broader energy transition and security agenda, ensuring a legacy of reliable power management beyond the summit. In terms of public spaces, we've removed grass and started to cut grass instantly. We've deployed team to do litter picking and cleaning of central business district CBDs, as well as dealing with illegal dumps that needed to be cleared so that we can create a better public spaces that is green, but most importantly, welcoming to tourists. New street furniture and bins have been installed in key areas, including the cradle of humankind, where we expect to host more tourists who wants to see this wonder of the world. We've rehabilitated streetlights in almost all major routes. We've enhanced safety, and furthermore, we've developed and strengthened all our recycling stations so that all of them can be operational in our province. However, the last 2 weeks or so rainfall has given us an extra work because grass started to grow again. But we are convinced that the team is up to the task. In terms of disaster management, the Gauteng Disaster Management Center has been fully activated and is standing ready to ensure a secure and seamless G20 Leaders Summit. A comprehensive multi-agency command center has been established, integrating all emergency services, law enforcement, and essential service providers to facilitate real-time coordination and rapid response. With personnel strategically deployed and a state-of-the-art technology for monitoring and communication, the center is prepared to manage any potential scenario, from medical emergencies and security incidents to logistical disruptions, so that we can ensure the safety of all delegates and the uninterrupted progress of this critical global gathering. Some of our disaster management plans, unfortunately, can't be made public for obvious reasons. In terms of safety and security, how to ensure safe and secure environment for all participants and our residents. The South African Police Service, in full coordination with all other law enforcement agencies, has robust plans in place that we've all adopted and accepted, that these are the plans that will make sure that Gauteng is safe. Our multi-level law enforcement strategy will see delegates escorted by a unified force comprising of SAPS, National Traffic Police, Gauteng Provincial Traffic, and all metropolitan police departments will be deployed to escort and support our visitors. A coordinated and comprehensive strategy has ensured that the province's main ports of entry, that is OR Tambo International Airport, Fireblade Airport, Lanseria International Airport, and Waterkloof Air Force Base, are all operating at an elevated state of readiness. These are the ports of entries that will be utilized by almost all the heads of states that will be visiting. This includes streamlined and enhanced security protocols and exceptional logistical support to facilitate the seamless and secure arrival and departure of all international guests. The ongoing rollout of CCTV cameras across the province forms a backbone of a critical part of our strategy to utilize technology in the fight against crime. A legacy project that will continue to protect residents for years to come. We are also taking advantage of this event to boost tourism in our province. We are of the strong view that majority of visitors will start to stream in as early as next week. So we are therefore